Hi everyone, welcome back to What's the Lights. We're playing John Company's second edition 1758 scenario. And as usual, I have to start with corrections from last time. So first one, the Crown bought a company ship. They can't buy company ships while there are unfitted ships on shipyards. It's a simple rule, I always forget. So I should have spent the £6 on two of our own ships. So we should be in that position. It made no difference. She only traded in the one region anyway, but yep, they've got to sit there, but it does mean we should have had one extra expense on the company. So company balance should be at 2, not 3. Then Crown would have gotten an extra £2 in bonuses. But we also had to pay their upkeep, which we didn't do. They have an upkeep of £4. So £2 up, £4 down. All right, that's better. Now we're back where we should be. London season. I think that was everything. Oh, do you know what? This is just one of those games where, especially when you're trying to film and explain stuff, it's so easy to just skip little things, forget little things. But all good, all good. Let's push on. And the season, let's roll for attrition. And as usual, we'll just go left to right. Start with chairman. Chairman's already got a +2. 1 from being chairman and 1 fatigue. That's it. So chairman is out of here. I knew it was going to happen. So the benefit of chairman is you obviously get control, but when you lose your chairman, you also lose a share. Director of trade. Director of trade has 1 fatigue. Yeah, director of trade is gone. Manager of shipping has a fatigue. That's a 4, so that's another fatigue for the manager of shipping. Next is military affairs. They also have a fatigue. And they're gone too. It's going to be one of those rounds where we've probably got lots of vacancies and extra writers come into play. President of Bombay. 6. Oh my gosh. President of Bombay is out. We don't have much money for retirements, so I don't want to see another go. President Madras gets 1 fatigue. They already have 1, so that's 2 plus 1 is 3, that's fatigue. President of Bengal. Oh, that's a 5, they're out as well. Oh my gosh. Right, it's all change this time around. Now, I really want to buy a shipyard, but which is an unfitted ship, 4 cubes. Maybe I take a workshop and put writers. I'm always going to buy a shipyard, but I might just need to use my family action to get writers down and then trade for a shipyard with the crown by buying a workshop, which means I can't spend any money on retirements. Just trying to max out my turn. That might be a sneaky tactic. Crown, are you up for trading a workshop for an unfitted shipyard? It does give me a bigger stake in the company. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Alright, no retirements for me. Whereas Crown's going to spend half their money on their first one, which is £11. So actually 8. And then they've got 14 left, half of which is 7. So the next one they're going to spend is £4. And then of 10, they're going to spend another £4. And then they're going to take this card here. These go. Oh my gosh. Got tax collectors John Thorpe and Esther Summerson. And they've got themselves for another 8 points. Oh my gosh. I'm really running away with it. Yeah, I don't know. This is tough. I'm not sure there's much we can do. This is very hard. 1758 legendary difficulty is very tough. You've got to work the offices and possibly a private firm. I think maybe working the offices is more productive. And of course, we can also keep her starved of money. And that's going to kick in pretty soon, I think. She's only got 6 right now. But if the company goes on, she doesn't have money, she can't be retiring. We just got to keep enough in there that she can pay her expenses, which are quite significant. And everything else that we get out of our firm, out of the company, if we can hold company offices, that's when we can start to catch up. So the way this scenario works is the Crown does tend to get ahead early, and then we've got to keep the company alive long enough to catch up. So another incentive for us to keep the company successful. All right, family phase. Of course, she also has shield builders, and that's another way for her to get money. So although she didn't take a company ship in the end, that was a mistake. I should have recognised shipbuilders, but no, shipbuilders will give her a little drip feed of money, so Crown can benefit from enterprises. Right, let's see then. Family phase. So yeah, I'm former chairman, so I'm definitely going first and thinking about... So Calicoax will get me a workshop. Yeah, and then I'm going to go writers. Let's fill these offices up. So let's do that. Let's go writers again. So opportunity marker gives me an extra writer. And 4 or more vacant offices gives me a 3rd writer. And I'm just going to place 1 in each. 1, 2, 3, I think. And then spend 5 as my extra action. After taking any family action, you may buy a workshop. Let's buy the workshop. Okay, an uninvested workshop. All right, Crown, back to you. So, free writer enlistment first. So if there's 4 or more vacant offices, she will get a free writer. In fact, she's going to get 2, because the first one is going to go to vacant presidencies with no Crown writers, either Bombay or Bengal. AI card gives priority to Bengal. And then, if there's still a presidential vacancy with no Crown writer, they'll do it again. So the next one goes in Bombay. All right, now they'll look at a regular action. So she's Peacock. She's going to go workshop first, but of course that's a free one because of Calicoax. She still has to pay. It's a free action. So she's also buying a workshop. She's got, I think, 5 workshops now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 workshops now. Right, so that's a free action. Then she's going to do luxury, but she doesn't have enough money. And then officer, officer. So her 2 actions are officer, officer. Okay. All right, so she got 1, 2, 3, 4 family members out this time. I got 3, so I feel like I've come back a little bit. All right, I think that's it. Yep. Okay. Firms. Now, I don't want to invest my workshop. I do have £3, so I've got enough money to get me a ship, but I don't have any cubes. So let's do that trade we were talking about. I give the Crown a workshop. Oh my gosh, I got 6 now. I give the Crown a workshop. They give me 4 cubes. And then I take an unfitted shipyard at the cost of 4 cubes. Let's take the King George. Right, that's mine. So there's our trade that we kind of negotiated in our heads a little earlier. And I'm going to pay £3. I do need an investment, don't I? I do need an investment. Because I need money to trade. We can't invest shares because they're weak. Crown is Peacock. So we'll seek an investment in our firm. So this is the downside. I've gained a ship. She's going to invest one of her workshops and stick a share. And she's only doing that because she has a majority of company shares. She does. She's got 3 and we've only got 2. We'd have to pay 2 promise cubes to prevent that investment, but I kind of have to do it because I need the money to trade. So there's the £5 investment. I'm giving away victory points, but I need something to push my firm up. And also, it's a good way of showing you how it works. So there you go. The Crown will invest, but only if she's got a majority of company shares. She does. If you've got the majority of company shares, then she's thinking, do you know what? This guy thinks the company's more valuable than a private firm. I'm going to follow that advice. So she's kind of being influenced by what you're doing. At the moment, she's got a majority in the company. Company shares are weak. She can't pull them out, but she does want to look for an alternative, which is your firm. Okay, make sense? So this has kind of leveled things up for her. And that's why denying the Crown's investment is so important. But I need the money. Crown's help me out. We'll let it go. She benefits, I benefit. But this is a short-term investment. I don't want her getting too many more shares. This is just to see my firm. I have to do it to trade because I've got nothing else to bargain with. I've got 1 invested workshop. That's it. Just 1. That's 1 promise cube, and I need 2 to prevent harm. And I could have forgone the shipyard, but then I'm forever in her pocket. I'm playing the long game. All right, there we go. So trade bid. Well, I'm going to throw all 5 in there. I really need. Do I save 1? I'm actually going to put 4 in there. Another reason to invest more is that you get more chance of more successes. More successes means a better initiative, and you get to trade first. So actually, do you know what? I'm going to put it all in. The question is, where am I going to go? I'm going to go in the south. They don't actually have any ships there, so maybe I will only go for. I just need a success, I think. If they're not going to trade in the south, I think I can afford to spend less money, save £1. Right, that's what we're doing. Hiring. Right, chairman, chosen by the court of directors. They've got majority. There's not really much I can do to overthrow this. Under deregulation, I need to pay 12 cubes. I need to have all the influence. The Crown's going, no way, not on your Nelly, mate. So Crown is taking chairman's spot and is not for bending. Okay. Next up, Director of Trade is chosen by the chairman. That's the Crown. They want to hire their own office, so they want to push Manager of Shipping into Director of Trade. I guess that's okay. We'll let them do it. I'm a candidate, so they must use us. They're asking for consent to nepotism. We're going to give it to them. So Director of Trade goes to the Crown. And Manager of Shipping has 2 fatigues, so that's coming up as the next office. We're going to get quite a few cubes here if we consent to nepotism, because they're going to consider writers now. Again, I have to give consent because they would hire one of mine. I mean, I could force them to hire me. Their preference is Madras first, then Bengal. So they want to take a writer from Bengal and put it in there. That's going to give me 2 because I'm giving consents. They're taking Manager of Shipping back. Next, Military Affairs. Chosen by the chairman again. Candidates consider commanders, it says. So that's, again, we're both candidates. Army of Bombay or Army of Madras. Again, I must give consent. So I'm taking another 2 cubes. And they're recruiting their own commander as Military Affairs. They're filling up all the offices, people. Right, next up, President of Bombay. Writers and governors in this presidency. So again, I have to give consent. So that writer goes in, President of Bombay. I could pay 3 cubes and have them hire me. It is a 5 cube swing. So yeah, let's do that. So although it says consent for nepotism is mandatory, it absolutely is when Crown wants to hire herself. And she always wants to hire herself unless we bribe her otherwise. So 3 cubes will bribe her otherwise. And then, so I get President of Bombay. President of Bengal is chosen by the Crown. There's only 1 candidate. And that's me, so I'm president of Bengal. So I've got all 3 presidencies now. And this is a very strong position to be in. This is where I need to be, because I can make all the trade decisions. What's going to be tough now is this chairman position that's gone to a peacock crown. But let's see what's going to happen, because the first thing we're going to do is draw a new AI card. And it's going to be, well, this is better, number of fitted ships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's going to go stag. So she sees the way things are and has decided to give the company a little bit of a nudge. If we had 9+ ships, then she's going to say, do you know what, let it fail, let it fail. She can see a line has been crossed. And if we had 0 to 5, she's thinking we've got too few ships. So at the moment, she thinks 6 to 8 is kind of an optimum number for running the company. And I'm kind of happy with that. She's looking at Bengal as a priority and then Madras. And I can also see she's eyeing John Thorpe. You may no longer purchase or own workshops. Now, she doesn't get affected by this text, but she does get this, which is 2 victory points and a -2 discount on retirements. I'm not happy about her picking up John Thorpe. Potentially she's going back into that 4 spot, maybe even the 8 spot with retirements. Alright. Let's see what a stag does. I'm feeling a little bit more positive about that. So she's going to advance a debt marker once for each presidency with an open home port. Well, there's 2. Bengal's currently closed, but Madras is open, Bombay is open. She wants 2 debts. I can pay 2 cubes and just make her take 1. So she wants to push us up to £12. £12. She's not giving much money to the presidencies, that's the trouble. So I think I need to save my cubes to have the money distributed how I want it to. She wants to put money in crown presidencies, of which there are none. I think she's just going to put all the money here. Most of it in shipping, so she's just trying to get all the ships out, devil. So although that crown mood looks like it might help the company, she's just trying to open up a ship. Yeah, she's just trying to get these blooming shipyards out, increasing her bonuses. She might open some orders, because she's going to put a little bit of money here. Hyderabad, then Bombay, then Punjab. Where's she going to go, for goodness? Mysore. Well, that's not too bad, actually. That works out well for me. So Director of Trade I'm happy with. I don't really want her to put money in shipping. I want her to put £3 in Bombay. Yeah, I need to save these cubes to put money in my presidencies. I'm just going to let the 2 go. This time, let's try and use this as a round of milking the company a little bit. Alright, we'll let the 2 go. Okay, she wants to give £4 to each crown presidency with an open home port, which is none. She wants to give £1 to each presidency with a crown writer. Okay, so she wants to give £1 to Bombay. Then she wants to give £3 to Director of Trade. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go for it. Now, this is where I need to spend a cube, because she wants to put the rest in shipping. I'm going to spend a cube. We'll put £3 in Bombay. We'll spend another cube and put £3 in Madras. So that's 4. £3 in Madras. And then she's going to put the rest, so that's £2 in shipping, which is not enough to fit a ship, but it is enough to get an extra ship. Director of Trade. She's got £3 to spend on a special envoy, which she's going to do. She's looking for a region with an open order. She's looking in Mysore. This one here, right? 3 dice, £3 spent. And yeah, no problem at all. That's a success. Job done. That helps me in this little trade route. Transfers then. So she wants to move a ship from a presidency with the shortest trade route to presidency with the longest. Well, shortest is Bengal, that's 0. And I think Bombay is the longest. Yeah, Bombay. She wants to move them into Bombay. And she wants to move company ships first. So, company ship. Then a crown writer from presidency with the fewest ships. There is no crown writer. I mean, if I interfere, no, it's going to cost me 2 cubes to prevent a transfer. Or rather, 1 to prevent. Yeah, we're not going to get a ship here in Madras. Okay, crown writer from presidency with the fewest ships. Presidency with the fewest ships is Madras. There's no crown writer there. Player writer from presidency with the longest trade route. And again, there's no player writer here, so she's not doing any further transfers. Manager of shipping. She's got £2 to spend, so that's an extra ship. So she's going to try and put an extra ship here, which I can prevent with 1 cube, I think. Let's see. Yeah, a cube. The crown must leave £2 unspent is going to cost me a cube. Well, I'm going to let her do it. Let's spend £2, get an extra ship. I'm just going to put it here. Well, that helps me. It helps me, so I'm fine with that. I mean, we could put it here, and that will give me an extra £1. I think I'm going to do it, actually. I'm just going to limit the company's spending a little bit. One extra ship. This extra ship goes here. Yeah, that's cheaper than transfers, but just 1 cube, it'll go into a sea zone of our choice. Okay, military affairs. She wants to put armies in players to a crown presidency's army. There is no crown presidency army, so she's not going to do any transfers. Everything's in Bengal right now. Okay, let's see what happens next. So now she's going to assign these officers. The crown presidency, there is none. Presidency with the most ships. So she wants to stick these officers in Bengal. So yeah, both are going to Bengal. Now we've got a couple of promotions. And we move to President of Bombay. That's me. So we're not doing anything militarily. And it's not my sea. We've got £4 to spend. Let's spend it. Let's spend £4. We'll roll. We've got 2 ships. So it's just 1 region. 4 and a 3. So 4 dice. And yeah, we got a bunch of successes. So we'll assign writers. Doesn't really matter. So £7 for the company. £2 for me. £3 for me. And 1 for the crown, and I get a cube for assigning a crown writer. Now, this is my sea zone, so let's reveal our strategy. We've got £4 to spend. We're rolling 4 dice with 2 ships here. And we got just 1 success. That's not great. Just 1 success. 2 ships minus 1, that gives us an initiative of 1. The company has got £3 to spend. Well, I could choose to spend less. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of expenses. I'm going to spend it all. Do I? Yeah, I'm going to spend it all. I'm going to have to spend it all. Oh, no successes. They failed. Oof, that's bad news for the company. Oh, wow. That is bad news for the company. All right, well, we successfully traded. We got 2 ships. We can fill 3 orders. Ships plus 1. So £5, £12, £18. Madras is very fruitful, but we didn't want the company failing. That might be just a little bit too much. So £18 for my firm, which means the value of my firm goes up. One for every £6, that's 3 places, to a firm value of 5, which means each one of these shares is now worth 1 victory point. So we're in a good place from this. But even better is this. Although they're going to get dividends as well. Now it's not over for the company yet, because they've got Bengal and they've got 5 armies here. They're not going to purchase a local alliance, and it's a non-company controlled region. They want 5 dice. They want 5 dice to stag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They won't do it. I could force them to with a cube, because it's only, oh no, it's an empire here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, they're not doing it. We're not trading. Nothing's happening. China, bonuses. I've got 1. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've got 10. That's a lot of bonuses. Oh, I forgot shipbuilders. They should have taken £1 as well for that extra ship. So now, when we move to revenue, we do firm first. Expenses are 5 plus 2, 7. All right, so it's 5 or 3, whichever is higher. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Pay 1 out of here. And then 6 from here. That's the 7 expenses. Now we pay dividends. I think I've got to max it out. 12, so I could pay 3 dividends. That'll be 9 for me and 3 for them. And we'll see what happens in terms of company success. So that's 9 for me, 3 for them. That goes. We've paid 12. Oops. Now it has got to the point where I'm looking at my blackmail card. Anytime before the family phase, to swap to adjacent power markers. So during London season, are we going to get that far? At the moment, I think the way things are set is, I mean, they've got so many more workshops and shipyards than me. I think this is okay as it is. All right, we're losing it a bit. Oh man, I think this is where the pain comes now. This is where the pain comes. Is there anything I can do? Luxuries are 7 cubes. I don't think I can get 7 cubes. I don't think we can. I mean, when you feel like the game is heading away from you, yeah, which it clearly is, the only thing to really do at this point is to start trading for luxuries. So I'd need to give them a fitted shipyard, which is 3 cubes. And I've got 5, 7, 8 pounds for a special retirement. I've got no expenses. I've got this I can give them for 1 more cube. I can give them that for 2 more cubes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I can give them 7 for a luxury, which gives me 2 points and takes 2 points away. That's it from them. Wow. I don't think we're going to get much further than this. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to stop there. Okay. Expenses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus 6 debt is 18. So yeah, we haven't got enough to cover our expenses. We need 11 to pay. We can only cover 10 of those with emergency loans. So yeah, that's game over. That's game over, and the company's failed because we couldn't cover expenses, and it came down to those trade rolls. I think it's going to be a little bit moot, but we do want to score the game. And the bit you wanted to see was this, right? So you only count these, so they're worth 1 point each. If we got it up to here, then it'll be 2 points each. But there we go. At least we got it as far as 1. So that's 2 points for me and 1 point for them. 2 points for me, 1 point for them. We can't play our blackmail card, otherwise I would be switching these around now. Luxuries and shares. But it's worth 2 power, so that's something. So luxuries are worth 1, shares are worth 2 power. So I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12. They've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So it comes down to these. Shipbuilders is not worth anything. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So yeah, they did manage to sneak the power award, which is 5 points. So that was really my hope. Yeah, didn't quite get there. If I'd have gotten these switched around, I'd done a little bit more. Yeah, I really needed to push the game another turn for sure. Company failed, so they lose 3 points. 1, 2, 3. I lose 2 points. 1, 2. So yeah, I'm only on 2 points. That's without this. So yeah, they would actually be up there. And we do get one special retirement. So regardless of company success or failure, we do get a special retirement up to this value. So I do have my £8 left over. So I did save that. Whether it was worth going for special retirement or trying to trade for another luxury, I'm not quite sure. I think 4 power swing might have done it. That's what I was thinking. 4 points. Yeah. I think because they've got a share as well, so it doesn't actually matter. It's a little bit moot. Yeah, they can go 8 as well. So it didn't actually help me at the end of the day. So on 35 points. And then lastly, company failure. So workshops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So yeah, they really blew it out of water, didn't they? I don't know why. Some reason I've switched those around. I'm green. I'm pink. They're green. So yeah, they made it all the way up to what, 41, something like that. And I'm finished on 6, and actually minus 3 points. So I finished on 3 because the game failed in turn 5. There you go. I was thoroughly thrashed, I think is the conclusion. And there it is then. It came down to, yeah, not opening up Bengal. I should have pushed. I should have. I had to hand over something and just persuade Crown to push on. I had to push on. Maybe if they'd been a little bit more bearish, they actually would. What they would have been, they would have tried to open up Bengal and gone for it, and maybe then I'd have persuaded them. But failing that trade roll, yeah, that was tough. I thought I was going to get away with just 1 emergency loan and put them here, but no, 2. Yeah, really kind of swung it. But hey, it's great fun, and every time you play, it does tell a story. I mean, really, I didn't play my firm as well as I should have done. As I said in the previous episode, this is about showing you how it works. Letting them get a foothold in my company is a mistake, because then they get their special retirement. Keeping them out is paramount. So yeah, handing over a workshop and letting them invest it for the sake of a ship, well, that's ultimately a bad ploy. I should have just kept the workshop, kept using cubes. I had plenty of cubes from nepotism favours that I could have just got the consent I needed to fit or buy back a company ship. So I didn't really need to do that. I could have invested my own workshop, kept them out, got another share in here, denied them the special retirement. Well, that would have been a good swing of a good number of points. And that's the key solo. Keep them out of your firm. There it is then. That was 1758. I hope you've enjoyed watching the game play along and seeing how it unfolded. Have a crack at it. Start on the easy difficulty and just work your way up until you've mastered what it is you're trying to do. And showing you how to start a firm, it's great. It's really good fun. And you can see the depths of negotiation that you can do with the crown. Really lets the firm game shine. You can really experience the depths of John Company with this scenario. My favourite scenario, the best scenario. And like I say, start on easy. Let me know how you get on. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.